What you think of? So you just celebrated Juneteenth? Oh, praise, man. So I got a question.
Hey,
are we free as a people?
We out here to teach the 12 tribes of Israel the true gospel.
I understand we have to celebrate something
Native Americans
to
are
try to give us some type of hope.
Hey,
but
you already know what to do.
Juneteenth is still not a freedom day.
Subscribe right now.
Right. So we're trying to show people how to get actual freedom out of the scriptures to show that Christ is dealing with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, and he's going to save those people. That's right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
One of the things that we have to come out of is this lustful lifestyle that we live in.
That's right.
We have a very lustful lifestyle. Some of us lust after power. Some of us lust after sex. Some of us lust after material things. Hey, young brother right here that's walking by with the black on, with the book bag. Bro, what's your name, bro? Hey, can I ask you a question, bro? Come here for a second. Let me ask you something. Hey, how old are you, bro? 21? You're a young man. Hey, please don't get offended by me asking you this. But do you know anybody that's in the gangs? You do? Are you in one? No? So, how do you feel about, are they your friends, family members? How do you feel about them being in that lifestyle?
They're a product of the environment.
Product of the environment. So the environment is good or bad? It's bad? It's Deuteronomy 28:16. It's a bad environment, right? So what are you doing to help to change the environment?
Nothing, honestly. I'm not really helping to change the environment. I'm changing my own environment.
You change yourself first.
Yeah.
So once you get yourself right, would you like to come back to help change your community? That's admirable of you, bro. That's honorable. That's what we doing. That's why we out here teaching right now. What's your name, bro?
Donnie.
Donnie? My name is Hosea. I got a son named Donnie. You spell it with an I-E or with a Y? A Y? Check this out, Donnie. Read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So you said the product of our environment. The reason why our environment is bad is because we go against what God says. You got a mother and father, correct? Growing up, say like you was 8, and your mother or your father said, hey, clean your room up. What happened if you didn't clean your room up? You got in trouble. So you got a punishment for not following what your parents said, right? So God, he's doing the same thing with his children as a nation of people. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans, we are all part of the same nation, right here. These are the tribes of the nation of Israel. If you identify as an American black, that means you're from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel. So all of God's children broke his rules. One of the punishments for breaking God's rules is having a bad environment. I'm going to read it one more time. Read it again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So curse means bad thing. So God says cursed are the nation of Israel. Their cities are going to be cursed. So on the west side of Chicago, what do you say is the most prominent crime that happens? Shooting, right? What are the ages of the people that are doing most of the shooting?
Like 14 and 19.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Like 14 and 19.
14 and 19, male or female?
Yeah.
Male. So you got 14-year-old young men that's out here shooting people. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's bad. So God says that is a curse that is happening in the city of Chicago.
Bring it out.
But is it only happening in the city of Chicago? What other cities you say is happening to?
Every other major city.
Like what? Name some.
Philadelphia. Yeah. Baltimore.
Memphis. you are right. Because most of our people is there. Judah. You see what I'm saying? So, Donnie, it's a reason why the Lord made you walk by here and prompted me to call you over. Because God is calling you to help change the environment.
Bring it out.
But you said something very key. You got to change yourself first, which is right. Give me that in 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 14. Donnie, I don't want you to go nowhere. Wait, is you on your way somewhere? You just got to work. So you got time to spend with us. You got time to spend with your brothers. Because home is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So just spend a little time with us. I want to show you something that's going to help you to help yourself, so eventually you'll be able to help your community.
Bring it out.
Is that fair? In 2nd Ezra chapter 3.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people.
So God is saying first, Donnie, you got to set your house in order. Get your mind right first. Once you do that, then you can go out to reprove your people. What does the word reprove mean?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Reprove means to correct. It means to challenge the change. So for instance, once you get just, what are some of the things that you do that you know you shouldn't be doing?
Probably smoking.
Smoke what? Weed. So do you say that you agree that you shouldn't be doing it, correct? Why?
Bad for my health.
It's bad for your health. So once you overcome smoking marijuana, then you could go out and teach the other people to stop doing it.
Bring it out.
Because you can do the research on the cons, the things that don't work well for you. It messes up your mind, makes you lazy, it messes up your lungs, gives you high blood pressure. So now you can go out and start teaching people, hey man, stop smoking weed, bro. Because now what they're doing, they putting the chemicals in the weed to stop your reproductive system.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a company in China that's putting all of the chemicals in the street drugs, predominantly marijuana, and it's causing you to have cancers. What is the first thing you do when you smoke weed? What happens?
Probably just sit down.
Do you cough?
Yes.
Why do you think you cough?
You don't really know what you're smoking no more.
Your lungs is telling you it doesn't want it in there. You see what I'm saying? So that lets you know, right? Your body is telling you, man, don't put this in me. You see what I'm saying? Now look, check this out, Donnie. So once you get your mind right, then you can go out and tell everyone else stop smoking weed because it's bad for you. Then you can educate them on the reasons why. You see what I'm saying? How much money do you spend on that?
Too much.
Too much. Where can that money be going to if you didn't spend it on that?
Myself.
On yourself, you could probably invest something. Are you into cryptocurrency? You can invest in that even more. You see what I'm saying? What type of work do you do?
I work at the airport.
You work at the airport. Are you good with working with your hands? So you could use that money to get into carpentry, become an electrician. You see what I'm saying? Then you can learn how to do real estate. But you got to do that with a clear mind. You see what I'm saying? You can't be smoking weed getting into any of those trades, Donnie. You feel me? So go back to Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8, read verse 1. So Donnie, check this out. So I like the fact that you're a young man, you're working, and you're honest about some of the things that you know you shouldn't be doing. It's a lot of young brothers that's not like you, bro. So the Lord wants to use you to help change them. It's a very rare thing to see a young man like you with a good thinking. Because you already know, hey, look, man, I got to work. I can't be out here scamming. I can't be out here shooting, killing. It's a lot of 21-year-olds that don't think like you. So you're already ahead of the curve. But there's a few things that you're missing. What you are missing is keeping God's laws.
That's right.
You're also missing knowing that you are from the greatest nation that God has ever created.
That's right.
And when you being part of this nation, you have an obligation. You got to keep God's laws, and you got to go out here and teach God's people to wake them up because they're lost. And evidently you know it because you know your family members and your friends is out here with guns, that's gang banging, that's scamming, smoking weed, selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? So you got to help get them to change. You have a very big shoes to fill. We do it so you can do it. It's not impossible. Read that, Romans chapter 8, verse 1.
The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Jesus Christ, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death.
So, Donnie, what you got to do, you got to change. God says once you change, there's now no condemnation for you. So now you got to walk in the Spirit and not after the flesh. You know what the flesh represents? What does the flesh represent? I know you know it. Temptations like what?
I mean, it could represent anything that got like a hold on you, honestly.
Right.
Got like a vice on you.
Yeah, vice too. Bad things like weed. What about what about girlfriends?
Yeah.
You got one?
I got a couple.
You got a couple of them. Damn, bro. You gotta stop doing that. You know why you gotta stop doing that? Because look, here's the thing. You with one, right? And then you with the other one. But the other one that you're not with all the time, she with someone else. Now she gets a disease. Give it to you. And then you go back to the other one, you give her the disease. Now y'all swapping diseases with one another.
Bring it out.
And or you get one pregnant, get the other one pregnant. You can't be in two households at the same time.
Right.
So what you create is a dysfunctional household.
That's right.
One of those children are going to get cheated. Then as judgment also, you're going to get put on child support. You see what I'm saying? That's more money being sucked out of you. Child support, you know what child support does? It makes you not even want to work no more. It kills your motivation to even want to provide for your family. So now you're going to smoke weed more. You're going to drink more. You're going to go out here and rob and steal. Because you're like, man, fuck it, man. They taking all my money, man. You know what I'm saying? Then the women, they get emotionally disturbed. Then there's fighting and arguing. You see what I'm saying? So you got to not live. That's a lust of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So if you stop that, start keeping God's laws, there's now no condemnation for you. So do you want bad things to happen to you based off you having two girlfriends? Yo, that means you got to stop. You at the age now where you can get married. One of those women, are they worthy for you to marry them? Either one. So why are you messing with them?
Flesh.
The lust of the flesh. So God says, look, he's going to judge you for that. Give me Hebrews 13 and 4. So God will judge you for that, bro. You see what I'm saying? And that judgment, it ain't going to be pretty. Trust me. Hey, all of us out here, we done had some form of judgment happen to us because we was breaking God's laws. Then we repented, meaning we stopped doing that and we kept God's laws so we could be in the right side of God's grace. You see what I'm saying? So he can start protecting us and doing right things by us. But when we do bad things against God, bad things happen to us. You feel me? So I'm going to read this for you. You can read that Hebrews.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is honorable, not boyfriend and girlfriends, especially not having two of them. You see what I'm saying? I don't think you got enough money to take care of two women. See? Now you're a pimp. Now you're a player. God is going to judge you for that. See, now that you know this, you're going to be held accountable for it. God says marriage is honorable. And you're only supposed to marry one woman. So until you even think about marrying a woman, you need to focus on you first. Get you right. Get your mind right. Because right now you think it's cool to have two women that spend money on you. You can't be a gigolo. You can't be a player. Player. You can't do that. God is going to hold you accountable. And what do we have? You got to stop it. Read that.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So God says marriage is honorable. Not boyfriend and girlfriend, read.
in the bed undefiled.
Meaning when you have sex as a married man with your wife, your bed is undefiled, meaning you're not going to get a disease.
Right.
You're not going to get on child support. Right. You see what I'm saying? There's not going to be any baby mama drama. Of course, there's going to be trouble in the flesh as a married couple, but you work those things out, filtered through the words of God. You see what I'm saying? But guess what happens to what is called a whoremonger? Because what you do, Donnie, as having 2 girlfriends, that's called a whoremonger. Listen to what God says what happened to you. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
God will judge. Now, that judgment could come any way God chooses. Any way he chooses. It could happen from cancer because you smoking marijuana. It could come from one of these dudes get the other girl that you not with today. You with the other one, an STD, AIDS or something. Because STDs is very high in our community. And I guarantee you, you're not wearing a condom every time you have sex. I know you're not. You are? Every time. So, has anyone ever called an STD wearing a condom before? They have. Yes. It happens. Condoms break. It's not 100% safety. You see what I'm saying? The packages will tell you that. But here's the thing. One of these women is messing with another dude, right? She found out you got some money. She tell the dude, hey, look, Donnie, you know what? He got XYZ, he this and that. The dude, he broke his hell, and now she sets you up with this other guy to come kick in your door, take what you have, and shoot you 2 times in the chest. That's judgment for you being a whoremonger. It happens all the time. When the back door situation happened, it ain't just your homies doing it. It's these women that you be messing with.
Right.
Do you agree with that, Donnie? So you are increasing the risk of God's judgment because you're adding sin on top of sin.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta stop it. And look, if I could stop it, because I used to be just like you. Had multiple women, thought it was cool, smoked weed all the time. I worked, had money. I thought I was the man. Until I found out, like, damn, man, why am I going through all this madness? Then I read the Bible, and the Bible told me, hey, look, the reason why you got baby mama drama is because you're not supposed to have baby mamas. The reason why you're on child support because you wasn't supposed to have baby mamas.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Thank God I never got backdoored and a woman tried to set me up. Because I don't know what would have happened. I'd probably be in jail.
That's right.
Or dead. You see what I'm saying? You put yourself in bad positions when you find yourself operating outside of the will of God.
You know.
So in order for you to put yourself in better positions, what do you got to do, Don? Operate in the will of God. What you say, bro? Live by faith. It's more than just living by faith. You got to actually do what God says. And actually, you know what? I'm going to ignore that. Read verse 7.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
Hey, Donnie, how you doing, sis? Hey, the carnal mind is an enemy towards God. The carnal mind is exactly how you're living right now. Because you're not living spiritual. A spiritual man keeps God's laws. A carnal man is an enemy with God. Enmity means enemy. It opposes what God is about. God created you to be the greatest person on earth. Just imagine, right? You you play video games? Which one? Xbox, which game console? PlayStation. What happens if you buy a PlayStation and it doesn't work right? Huh? Send it back, get another one. So look, what do you think God gonna do if you don't operate right? He gonna send you back. You see what I'm saying? You don't want God to send you back. You want him to be able to use you. You see what I'm saying? But if you are against him, meaning you're not doing what he says, then guess what? God can't use you. That means he has to get rid of you. You see what I'm saying? Jump to 6 verse 23. We're gonna come back. Romans 6 verse 23. So when God can't use you, this is the payment for that. Read that real quick.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23.
Get it out.
For the wages of sin is death.
So, Donnie, that's what we're trying to save you from. We're trying to save you from death. Death happens many type of ways. It doesn't mean physical death all the time. Sometimes it happens financially. First, it happens spiritually. You know what I'm saying? When that happens, hey, it's just a matter of time before you physically dead. And you don't want neither one of those to happen. But your finances, you could go into a financial depression, which is financial death. You see what I'm saying? So another thing that can happen, Donnie, is this.
I know, I'm here.
Hey, Donnie, come closer. Come closer. So go back to Romans 7. Romans 7. Read verse 8 again.
Oh yeah, they love to fight. They supposed to be right next.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 8. Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So
carnal mind. Carnal mind means a lustful mind, meaning all you want to do is just carry out your lust. You just want to just keep sinning. You don't think about God. You don't think about the consequences. You just want to do you. That is enmity against God. Neither can he even say, hey, look, you know what, man? I'm tired of living like this. I want to change. You don't want to get to that point where you never think about changing. But you already acknowledged today that you really want to change. You know that the lifestyle that some of your friends and family members is doing, you don't want to be a part of that. So that's why God brought you here, so you could come to that full repentance. So that you could fully change. 21 years old, not having sex with women until you find a wife, that's a heavy thing, bro. That's not easy. But guess what? You can do it if you come amongst like-minded individuals that's doing the same thing. How long did it take for you to get married, bro?
4 years.
Right. How old are you?
34.
34. He waited 4 years at 34. We got young men your age that's waiting. But when you have times of trouble where you feel like, hey, you know what, let me call Shorty up. Instead of calling the Shorty up, call up my brother so we could go over scriptures so I could not be in this bad side of the law where God is going to judge me. Because all these ambulances and fire trucks that's going by, who do you think they for? It's God's people that's committing sin. Judgment. You don't want to be one of these ambulances being called for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to change.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word